favorite match? Oh my god. I can't talk. After that series, I will never cast again. These top tier players play too well. As they usually do. But yeah. Cass qualified from the CIS region, the Russian language region. And then Neeb is, well, the best American player. But with that, we're in. We're in. One more series for today. Let's go out strong. We'll see how it goes. And then I'll probably stream after. But in the top left, the Ukrainian Terran. You guys should recognize him. He's been around since Wings of Liberty. He's had quite a series of accomplishments. It's been a little bit since he made big waves, but maybe now. I mean, this is Starladder. He's a star. Got a star right there. It's all coming together. It's Cass. And in the bottom right, the American Protoss has definitely been struggling in this matchup, especially against the proxy meta. But thankfully, Cass is building his main. It is for representing Ting and America. We did see him, he lost to Masa and he lost to Future. Both PvT, both heavily influenced by the building barracks in random places on the map. It feels like Neeb is very similar to Mana, I think, in the way he plays. Maybe if I said that to both of them, they'd be like, you're a total idiot. And that might be true, but I'm here and I'm talking and they're not, so I can say it. Just in that they're Protoss players who defend. If the game goes longer, if you get more tech and more options, better chance of winning. At least that's how they feel and that's how they play. So in PvT, unfortunately for Neeb, sometimes you just don't have units. Like, Warp Gate sometimes isn't even done by the time 2 Cyclones come in. And that can be less than ideal. But once again, Cass starting off the series by building a barracks in his main. What a wild choice. And Neeb going with the Stargate. The tool, the tool chosen by many players who want a lot of control over the game and are very comfortable microing as well. Because the Stargate, it's high risk, high-ish risk, moderate to high risk. I'm not going to commit to high risk. But it also has the highest potential reward for minimal cost. As in, like, an Oracle and a Phoenix can do almost as much as half a dozen Blinkstalkers sometimes more, in terms of scouting, defending, things like that. Now, on this map, I'm sorry, I'm wild with the camera right now. On this map, the Reaper cannot get in. That's why Neeb has walled this off. Try to bait the Reaper in, get an extra hit off. Wow, he got in with the Adept. 2 kills so far. He didn't delay the CC, but Cass does not let him out. So this Adept is here to stay, one way or another. Don't you dare. Another split-second hit. Makes it a little easier for the Oracle to kill it. But a good start for Neeb. It's 35 to 23 workers. Neeb has just... He's been chronoing out probes for quite a bit. It comes down to the Oracle now. Like, the Oracle could solidify a significant lead for Neeb here. No. Neeb. I'm sorry, I'm a little biased. Little. He's not going to take the risk. Yeah, just tags. Why take the risk? Like, if he flies into a Widow Mine, that's how the Terran gets back into a stable footing. Because then you no longer have to worry about, well, an Oracle. So, you have a lot more options for attack. You can bring that Widow Mine into a medevac or something with more peace of mind. That's the sign of a shield Protoss, not a YOLO toss, is just using the Revelation, not even taking the tiny risk that he doesn't see the Widowmine in time. Yeah, like, Cass needs to do some damage. Is it Cass or Cass? I don't actually know exactly how it's pronounced. But I'm going to go with Cass for now, and then maybe I'll be corrected later. Cass sounds pretty cool, though. It sounds like a Street Fighter character or something. Cass the Terran. His ultimate, Widowmine. You see how much I know about Street Fighter? I don't think they have ultimates. Super combo. Widowmine drop Cyclone attack. Can do terrible, terrible damage to a Protoss that didn't scout. Behind this, he is taking another base, so this isn't full commitment. Also, he knows it's probably not going to be able to actually get critical damage because of the tag here. Two Cyclones can start grinding through the Stalkers pretty quickly. He's not targeting here, Neeb. And the drop in the main, he needs to pick up that mine. But at the same time, he needs to not lose all his Stalkers. So a lot is doing... Well, looks like that ultimate move coming through. 7 probes. The Stalkers will be taking 11 probes? 12? What? 14, 15. And how many Stalkers, too? 4 Stalkers, 3 Adepts, and 15 probes. Neeb. Oof. That's a solid oof right there. I did not expect that to be such an apt analogy, but he's going to transition to double Forge after this. Well, he's going to need a Robo. Delays the 3rd CC, so bites back a little bit. The thing for Cass is there's no quick follow-up behind that, because it takes a while to build Cyclones. It's expensive. There's not going to be Stim +1 combat shield for quite a while, so that'll give Neeb time to get those upgrades. Rebuild the probes. A lot more damage was done than probably should have been, but Neeb loves building probes. He just builds so many probes. There's not even Stim on this, but does he have a tag? Did he see it? He had to have seen it. He definitely saw that. Also, is he just gonna lose the command center to 5 Stalkers? Oh, he tags the medevacs, like, yes. Alright. So, while Neeb made a pretty big mistake in defending the early attack, you can't just lose a command center to 5 Stalkers. Right, like you can't do that. Double drop coming out. I mean, how many gates does Neeb have? 5 gates. Adding on more. He's going to have 1-1. Charge is done. There's maybe a small window here before 1-1 is done that Neeb is vulnerable. And before these gates come online. Stim isn't done, though. So, like, that window isn't open. You can see it. It's there, but he can't open it yet. No more analogies. He's just going to rebuild a 3rd. The Oracle, full tag on all the mines and most of the medevacs. This is still a scary army. +1 attack. Like, Neeb should have the numbers now. He's got all the gates coming online. With the 1-1 upgrades and charge, how much? He only has 2 sentries, so not as stable as he'd like. Oh, okay. Templar coming in. Yeah, this makes the difference. Archons. This shouldn't be enough. It does depend, of course, on the Widowmine hits and engagement angle and all those things. But the Guardian Shield is important. Are we going to see the Force Fields? The Widowmine's... Ooh, the Force Field's working for Kaz as opposed to against him. The hit's coming through, but just the brute force from Neeb. The stutter step back, he's doing... Like, Kaz is doing a very good job here. I don't even know if that Force Field does anything. I think that actually helped him. Neeb kind of struggling forward. He's gonna kill this. Wait. Yeah. He has enough. Behind this, like, you can't just... He didn't have a 3rd CC, is the problem. Like, if you trade there, Neeb now can just rebuild better, faster, stronger, is the simple version. So,
me. You shouldn't base the future on the past. I know you really want this thing to last.
I don't.
So though
Eventually I'll shave my head.
keep on coming this time, you know that I'll listen.
Neeb takes game 1 pretty convincingly.
With you, you're my baby. Maybe this time you'll know you can trust me. You'll know I'll be faithful to you. You're my baby.
Dreamcatcher will be mapped too.
You're barking, you bite now to prove that I'm right now, that you lost your sight now. I'm holding it tight now, can't see through the night now. Just show you my light now, to paint these walls white now. I don't wanna fight now. You're barking, you bite now.
We're ready to go.
Prove that I'm right now, that you've lost your sight now.
Well, Cass, now that's a feeler. You can tell Cass was holding back because he built a barracks in his main. What do you think the chances are of that happening again? I'd say pretty low. Stop with that. I need like a whole intro thing. All right, but for now, we're just gonna do this. Kaz in the bottom right. He's gonna build another barracks in his main. That's a bold move. It's a bold move. And Neeb in the top left. It wasn't clean. It definitely wasn't clean in that last match, but he comes out on top. He's gonna probably scout. Well, Protoss he's actually scouting. I've seen a lot of Protosses lately just send the probe out at the start. He just send one of their first probes. Just go look for barracks. Like, first one coming out. Gonna probably be happy to see a barracks in the main. Just based on, I don't think Cass watched too many of the previous matches, like against Masa and Future. He's definitely struggling against it. Locks in the probe. Now, why can't you hit that SCV? Because screw you, probe. That's why. That's why. Oh. Get out of here. None of that. Gonna block the CC for a moment. Not a big deal, but... And a pretty passive start. Dreamcatcher is... I mean, the big feature to consider are the cliffs and the rocks in the middle. Third bases are different than on most maps. Just the way they can be attacked and have to be defended, especially against things like tanks. Because they can, of course, somehow, with incredible physics calculation, shoot over the cliffs onto the Nexus. It's impressive. Yeah, remember the winner of this match goes on to face Cyril next week. So, I mean, who wouldn't want to see a Neeb versus Cyril rematch? Wait, they played before. I'm sure they played before. Several times. Many times. Oh, he's going to get the Reaper. The Stargate will be scouted, but the Reaper's gone. So now we can send the Adepts across with really no risk. The probe going to confirm that that is indeed the case. Sees a single Marine on the ramp. It looks like Neeb I mean, in classic Neeb style, just gonna pretty much do the same thing again. If it ain't broke. Ooh, did he get that wheel on? Okay, is it? Ah! Surprise! It shot through the command center onto, and I'm pretty sure you can't even see the lock-on because the command center blocks it. So that's fun. Neeb definitely being caught off guard. Losing to Adepts that early is, it's not the end of the world, but it certainly isn't great. He knows where the Widowmine is, right? Well, he's not going to risk it. Still. Not like either player has done much damage to the other, but Neeb making sure to get his Twilight. Like, if you were playing, like, if you really felt like you needed an economic edge, you might be able to take the third Nexus before any more tech. Before, like, adding out a Twilight Council / Forge or something like that. But it's very... Neeb. Well, if he loses the Oracle and those Adepts, suddenly this third base is no longer really a viable option. This gas can come out and just kind of kill it, because there are no units. Passive game. Well, relatively passive. It's going to be Phoenix Adept, which is something we haven't seen much of. Well, is he actually building Phoenixes, or is he going to get one Phoenix? There's a big difference there. Drop on the stasis. See it and drop on it. This is awkward. The Adepts will follow along, yelling obscenities, throwing mad shade, if you will, at the... a bit of a sloppy drop there. Losing the Widowmine immediately. Phoenix will eventually kill this. At the same time, oh, the Cyclones are coming in. Neeb is trying to target one down. He might get it. There is a shield battery. Neeb missing the target. So the drop will be shut down. And so will the Cyclones. Neeb taking some damage, though. Wait, what? A Viking with 4 kills. All the damage. The Viking did the most damage. Put me down. Put me down so I can lift back up. Like, of all the things here, the Viking did the most damage, I think. 2 Stalkers were lost, but the Viking getting those probes was pretty nice. Neeb does not have a Forge yet done. I don't know. So, at the same time, is there even an engineer? There is an engineering bay. He should start +1, like, right now. Right now. Any second now. Oh, close the door! You can't just let him in. This isn't Canada. I mean, at the same time, maybe he wants the Adepts to shade in, because there's plenty here to deal with them. Especially if they don't have +1, and they can't 2-shot workers and Marines. It's important consideration. +1 armor on the way, charge. Neeb taking a page out of the Haas book to close Cass's book. He stopped building probes. Now, if you were really going full Has, you just never take any more than 2 gases. Because who needs them, right? Don't need gas to build charge lots. There's a 3rd CC done. Neeb, like, once again, 60 probes. Cass kind of late on his upgrades, and that's going to hurt a lot against the +1 armor charge lots. Will Neeb try to actually kill any SCVs? Gets one. I don't know if this is entirely worth it, but to pick up some Adepts at the front. Neeb, like, a little disjointed with this attack. It's fine, but Neeb. Okay. He didn't want those. He's freeing up supply for charge lots.
Good. Now I have your attention.
7 Templar warping in. Is combat shield done? No, it hasn't even started. So, is going to be, like, he once the charge lots and Archons close the distance, their problem. He scans the Templar. Immediately a drop loads up. Unfortunately, this is the worst possible angle he could take right now. Oh, he's ready for the War Prism. Oh, so smart by Kaz. Gotta give him credit for that. Is that... No, you're facing a Terran, Neeb. Neeb, wait. Oh, he doesn't care. Archons don't care. Charge lots are coming in. That wasn't enough. Kaz was ready, but not ready enough. Where is the combat shield? There are only... Okay, there are 5 racks online now. If he loses the Archons, this hasn't really been worth it. He gets both out. Very important here. And now the charge lots come in. Neeb trying to get the whole position. He can just combine everything. The rest of the units come down. The charge lots... Okay, I don't know about whole position right here, Neeb. Neeb! A force field kind of shields him from the stimmed units on the chase, but... Kind of an awkward... a bit of a rough... execution here for both sides, but... Neeb's still doing some good damage. He's got a 4th base on the way. He's going to have +2 armor, but Kaz, like, he holds on just fine. The EMP can completely remove any usefulness from the Oracles. And Kaz is going for 2-1. He's going to have reasonable upgrades. There's going to be a pretty big window for +2 armor here, but Neeb doesn't seem to be interested in continued aggression. Especially since he tagged Kaz moving across the map. Now remember those cliffs. Neeb, I believe, already took down his rocks and then took them down again, so they cannot be used against him. You don't want to be caught between a rock and a hard place. The Oracle's looking for tags. Ghost's very unhappy about that. 4th is done. It looks like we're going to fight it out. No extra starports here for Kaz. Which means no Liberators, which, of course, are part of the late-game unit composition. Kaz, do you know? Does he know? He doesn't know. He needs to know. Staying within sensor tower range, you want to be very careful. That planetary coming up. We'll need to make a move. If he's going to, now's the time. He is. There is a recall. He knows where all the units are. Very important. Kaz, Terran cannot recall this patch. Okay. The setup is there. He has to know now. Yes. Oh, is it? Oh, you can't turn around. You are too far. You are committed, my friend. All these SCVs are going to fall. He does have a planetary to potentially fall back to. Neeb doesn't need this base. The bunker is broken. There's barely anything in the main. Kaz got to try to hold on. Storm is done. Also very important to point out. But he could depower. Kaz can depower a lot of the production here. The recall, not all the units are together. This is happening. The Marauder is killing Templar with Storm. Where are the EMPs? Where are the EMPs? Where are the Storms? The Storms are there. That's huge. That was a really big storm. The medevacs are all in the main. He's tearing through everything. What is happening? Liberator's on the way. Is there another storm? The feedback, he uses a feedback. I don't know if he had enough energy for Storm. Maybe, maybe not. There's still a lot of ghosts involved. All the medevacs are in the main, which seems like a bit of an oversight. There's a planetary still. The main base is gone for both sides. There's still barely any production. He's going for Blink. He only has 3 Stalkers, so I don't know how much that's going to matter. Neeb has a lot of money in the bank. Cass does as well. He lifts the main command center. The planetary is still really the only thing to hold the line with here. Neeb is about to run out of Nexi. I've seen this before. I've seen this before. The Chrono Boost. He doesn't finish Blink. He doesn't finish +3 armor. Will Cass finish plus... Wait, where is even the engineering bay that's researching that? I don't know. I think it's dead now. He's building another command center. Templar, the refugee Templar, and probes. The planetary still stands. The mini-map is a total mess. The main base is gone. Cass has a weirdly split army. There's still a Prism and 4 Templar. And I think if this game is won by Neeb, the Prism and 4 Templar are going to be the most important part of it. The armies are disjointed. If Cass doesn't have everything together... Oh, is he going to find it? He's about to find one of the Nexi. Neeb doesn't have anything that hits air. There is a potential for a draw. Oh my god. Can he hit the other side? Oh! The storms! The storms! The storm! Neeb, drop more out! Neeb! Neeb! The storms! Did I say that enough? But there's still one Templar. Does it have energy? Oh, did the EMP hit? I don't know!
Good. Now I have your attention.
Neeb is... How many probes? Neeb has one probe! There's one probe! He has a Nexus. This is awkward. Cass is gonna have a command center. The army. I mean, there's one Templar left. There's still 4 ghosts. Now, Cass is gonna lose his orbital. He's rebuilding on this side. If he could get a... As is so common in these scenarios, there's still oracles. Cass is gonna scout this the hard way. Oh, the oracles come in. We've gotta be... I mean, the tags are super important. He doesn't have cloak on the ghost, right? The observer and oracle is becoming more and more... It's burning. This game is on fire. It feels like Neeb has... He's building probes. He's building probes. Is there any tech left at home? He still has a cyber core. Cass is going for cloak. The ghost could change everything. It's 2-1 versus just +2 armor. Oh, hallucinated Archon. Oh, I don't know. There's still a Templar. Oh, beautiful! Pre-MP! Pre-MP! He got the Templar! That was perfect, but... Oh, he needs another one. The force fields are there. The force fields are there. He loses some of the army. But at the same time, they work both ways. Snipes coming out on Zealots. I forgot about that ability in this matchup, but more force fields cut off. The Zealots will die as well. There's still a couple EMPs. Cass. The Archon with next to no HP. Where's that? I saved the command center. Marines are building. Cass has an orbital at the goal. Like, Neeb, if he doesn't hit all of his spellcasting... Oh, is there a tag there? Does he see him? This is really... Did the oracles not see them? Oh my god. EMPs could win the game, and if he doesn't hit them, it's pretty much... He loses the cast. No, that's not where your tank wants to be! Where are the EMPs? The EMPs are everything. A Banshee. Cloak for a Banshee completed. Is there an observer? There is not an observer! There's a cloaked Banshee! Where are the EMPs? Where are they? He's just not using them. He picks up the ghost. You have cloak, but he's tagged. Neeb, like, what an army. He has sentries. He has tickle beams. But there's an immortal. GG. Well, that was a mess. I don't understand. Remember, after this match, well, this is the last match of the day. We're going to be back 1 p.m. Eastern, Saturday and Sunday to finish off this bracket. The winner of this faces the raid boss, Cyril. I will be doing my own mediocre stream for some time probably after this. Gonna have to restart to get rid of the minor delay.
You took my soul, rip me to pieces, let it go.
Once Cass is ready, it's 2-0 to Neeb, but these have not been the cleanest games. Here we go. Match point. It's gonna be blue shift. Can we just let the probes mine for a sec? Just 1 second. A heart. All right. Welcome back. Potentially the final match of the day. Of what a day, by the way. From America. Sponsored by Ting. Up 2-0. It is. Now, where's my thing? Neeb. All right. And in the bottom left, taking him the distance, but still not quite able to put a point on the board. Building a barracks in his main 3 times in a row. It's Kaz. Kaz. This has been an exhausting day. I am so tired in the best way. Like, I stream 12 hours a day sometimes. A lot of talking and saying useless things, but there's so much to say in so little time. These games have been so legitimately exciting. There's been a few kind of mediocre matches, but for the most part, throughout pretty much the entire event. Self-plug, if you want to go back and... Cass doesn't care. If you want to go back and watch the VODs, all the highlights get posted as well. I think I'll break today for the playoffs, instead of posting just the whole VOD, I think we'll just break them down in the series. It deserves that, at the very least. Oh, but... what are we gonna see? King Cass. Pull one back. This series is getting close to the level of Mana versus Bly. Another game like that, and we'll be almost there. What is this, a 3-rax build? What year is it? Cass, by the way, a pretty accomplished, especially in Wings of Liberty player. This is a Wings of Liberty build. A 1-rax expand. 1-rax with a Marine, not a Reaper, into 3-rax. And then you get stim and combat shields and try to... maybe you pull the boys, I don't know. Like... and gonna get an NG Bay as well. Does he get double tech lab? Because double tech lab, you probably pull the boys. Like... this isn't a bad... yep, double tech lab. Now he's hiding it. He's hiding it. Neeb with some good Stalker micro, of course. I feel like that goes without saying. Oh. This SCV very angry. He used the high ground. Okay. 2 Stalkers have potential to maybe just win the game. Unfortunately here for Cass. If he had a bunker, maybe it would be different. Please don't end like this. Please don't end. That would be perfect though. Like, I don't... as soon as he sees the Marauder, it's going to be a huge giveaway. You should not have a Marauder this early. Like... and then that's when you build like 9 shield batteries at your front. Yeah. It's time to build the shield batteries. Neeb just... oh my god. Well... this is why. By the way, you might be asking, why don't we see this build anymore? Exhibit A. So Cass is down 13 workers. He's lost now 6 Marines, a Marauder, and 2. And Neeb... and Neeb wins! 3-0! what an appropriate finish to such an incredible day. And that was a perfect game. Neeb did not lose a unit. So that'll finish off our bracket for today. Let's do a quick summary. And after we're done, I'll remove the delay. There'll be nothing for you'll panic for a second. If you didn't panic right there. Neeb with the clean sweep. We started out Euthermal versus Scarlet. Scarlet went up 2 matches. Euthermal proxied 3 games in a row. The 3rd time worked out. And that started a winning streak that carried him to the end. It was kind of a weird series, as was Hellraiser versus Future. Hellraiser versus Future, pretty entertaining games, but both players kind of playing regardless of what their opponent was doing. Like, you had some Cloak Banshees into someone going Stargate, like, things like that. It was weird.
I tried to get by.
And then things got crazy with Bly versus Mana. Remember, you're going to be able to catch all these on YouTube later as well, or immediately if you want to watch Twitch VODs. But Bly versus Mana was probably the best series. It got off to a rough start. Mana had some lag, but from there, some of the most incredible games I've ever seen, especially Game 4. I won't spoil it. I mean, you can see the score, but... And then Neeb versus Cos. Neeb, a few shaky games, and then LOL. Stalkers. And we're going to be back next week on October 21st and 22nd for the playoffs. It's going to be Euthermal versus Rail. Hellraiser versus a Laser. Mana versus Masa. And Neeb versus Cyril. Thank you guys for watching my cast today. I'll be right back. But first, guys, if you could turn your ad block off. Like, times have been tough in StarCraft 2. I've started running some ads, just small ads. We're not like running ads all day. I know. I'm sorry, guys. But, I mean, it's tough. Okay, so I'll be right back in a moment, and then we'll restart the stream, and we'll be live. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Can I tell you guys about Twitch Prime? Twitch Prime. Your mother has an Amazon Prime account, but she can't use a computer. Twitch Prime. You went to school and somehow they still think you're a student, despite the fact you went to school 5 years ago. Twitch Prime. You are a productive... Well, you don't want to go outside, so you get everything delivered. Twitch Prime. Subscribe to your favorite streamer or subscribe to me. And call the number below for a special deal. If you subscribe, I get more money. I hope you guys enjoyed. While we're at it, by the way, SC2 replay stats, check it out. It's free. You might be like, I don't want to play StarCraft because I'm scared of losing. Well, I think one of the most important things you can do to be less scared of losing is not make it about winning or losing the game, but instead, figure out what to improve on. SC2 replay stats will help you do that. And if you can't figure it out, you're probably going to have trouble with StarCraft anyways. And also, one last, remove Terran. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Thank you for watching. See you soon.